What's up, everybody? So Undisputed pushed out update 041 because they wanted to address some of the issues that they had when they did the initial release, and it was a hefty one, but online was a major problem still. They were hoping that would be better, but it wasn't. So they pushed this out, and they also address AI, but this video will focus on AI, but I will mention the online portion. It's going to mention something as part of the reason why I don't play online now. So this will address online issues like ghost punches or instances where your opponent appears to disconnect or not throw any punches for a short period of time. They also disabled the ability to feint punches online due to a bug that they were having. They're saying it's a temporary measure and they're going to look to reintroduce feinting soon. This is part of the reason why I do not like to play online. When I play the game, I like to have all the tools available to me, and I don't want to play online without it. So when we start talking about the AI, let's first talk about the positives. The positives with this update. They talk about all the things that they looked at and tried to improve. AI boxers are now able to weave. It adds more movement tools to the AI tool belt. They fixed a bug that meant AI boxers would sometimes stop engaging. I know a lot of us were talking about that, how the AI was just sitting there for like the first 2 minutes of a round and not doing anything. And then they would start fighting the last minute. So they addressed all of that. They added adaptive learning for AI boxers around receiving repeated punches or combinations. So basically what they're saying is if you're throwing the same punch over and over and over again, the AI is supposed to be able to adapt to that. They reduced the tendency of AI boxers to disengage. This means that AI fighters are now more likely to stay close and look for opportunities to score. And they increased the chance of AI boxers performing counter punches and increased the chances of AI boxers performing directional punches. They reduced the chances of AI boxers dodging towards the ropes when close to the ropes. And they added behavior that increases engagement and pressure from an AI boxer when that boxer is behind on the cards in the later rounds of a fight. I thought that was interesting. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with this. Like I said, I want to focus on the positive. The positive is the AI boxers are more aggressive. They are moving. They are actually trying to engage with you. They're not just sitting there and just letting you be in a punching bag, basically. They're not just sitting there being a punching bag. They're actually trying to score points. They're actually trying to weave. They're trying to do the diagonal dodge. They're doing things like that, right? And that's all great. So what I did was I played a lower tier fight. So I say lower tier. It's not lower tier. I just chose a lower weight class. So I did Scott Quigg against Jukan. And then I did David Adelaide. I was David Adelaide. And then I went against Fury and I went against Wilder. Now, the reason why I did this is because if they made these AI adjustments, I wanted to see how much of the boxer personality will be displayed in whatever they're doing and whatever the AI was doing. And this is where my disappointment comes in, because when I was David Adelaide, I'll push that to the end. So first I was Scott Quigg and I was going against Yukon. And here's my problem. Here's something I did not like right away. So I literally threw a 1-2, just a 1-2 backup, a 1-2 step back, a 1-2 step back. I literally did that for just about the entire fight, and the AI did not adjust. And when I say I did the 1-2, I did a 1-2, and then I would move to the right. And I just kept circling to the right the whole time. It did appear at times that the AI tried to cut me off, but I really don't think they did enough. Like there was one time I was like, okay, they cut me off, but then they stopped. They only did it like the one time, and then I just continued to circle, throwing my 1-2, step back, throwing my 1-2, step back. And I was able to do that and get the victory. And that's not adjusting. That's not enough. Now, keep in mind, they understand that they still have a long way to go. So this is a minor thing. I know it's a lot of writing that they said, but this is very minor. There's still so much work to do. Yes, they made it so these fighters can weave and they can do all this, but it's not fitting to their personalities. And this is where I'll get to Tyson Fury, David Adelaide, and then Wilder, David Adelaide. So I chose David Adelaide because I wanted to see, he's slow. He's like the worst heavyweight, right? Besides the bodybuilder, right? Besides Eddie Hall, he's the worst. So I wanted to take a very bad boxer in the game, and go against Fury and see how improved this AI was. I really liked how Fury was moving. Fury was definitely aggressive at times. He stepped back at times, but I felt like I was in control with David Adelaide. With David Adelaide, I felt like I was in full control. Matter of fact, even when I wasn't playing I wasn't even trying to do much, I still was winning all the rounds. I was winning so many rounds. I ended up winning the fight. I ended up knocking down Fury, and I was hardly trying, guys. I was hardly trying, and I was able to beat him. He was doing all this, the weaving, diagonal dodging, and that's part of the thing. I feel like the AI has these new tools. There needs to be better purpose behind them. Sometimes I felt like the AI was just moving to move. They didn't even really have to move. They were just moving. And I'm like, okay, you move to get in that position, and then you don't work once you get into that position. And that's not good. That's not good. But like I mentioned, it's a work in progress. And then I get to Wilder. So when I was David Adelaide against Wilder, Wilder was doing the same thing that Fury was doing, but to a little lesser degree. And that's one thing I did appreciate. I did notice that Wilder was not diagonal dodging quite as much as Fury was, and he shouldn't, because we know Fury's more of a mover and a dancer around the ring. But what I really wanted to see from Fury, I wanted him to see loose movement, boxing, moving around, but not just doing the diagonal dodge and staying there and not punching or doing anything. But I didn't see that. But I did like the fact that they went into loose movement more. I did see him weave. I did like that the AI did use feints in this. So there were some improvements, but overall, as far as if you're just trying to get better and play against the AI still is not a great tool to really figure out what's going to work really well and what's not, because the AI is not adapting. It's just not adapting well enough at the moment, especially when I can just throw a 1-2 the entire fight and win. And in the Wilder fight, all I did literally was throw left hooks. Once I noticed Wilder was cut, and you'll see in the video right here I'm trying to show you, all I did was throw left hooks the whole time for 4 rounds until they stopped the fight. I threw left hooks until they stopped the fight. Wilder never adapted. And if you're wondering why I'm making such a big deal about the AI, especially at this stage, it's because we are going to get career mode. And when we have career mode, there needs to be a sense of fear. When you're first starting out as a boxer, or you're going maybe for your first title in your career mode, and maybe you're a mandatory for Fury, or you're a mandatory for Wilder, you need to have that sense of danger. You need to have that feeling like, oh snap, my guy, or the way I built my creative fighter, I need to adjust by doing this, and this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. We need that element. That's what's going to take this game to another level, in my opinion. So they need to continue working on the AI for that reason, because I want, when they have career mode, each fight needs to feel different. And even when I had Adelaide against Fury, Adelaide against Wilder, I was in control the entire time with both fights. There was more danger in the Wilder fight only because of his tier 3s, but it felt like a similar fight. So they still have some work to be done, but I do appreciate the efforts. I do appreciate it. I think SCI is making some progress. It's slow progress, and it's a little bit, it's like inch by inch by inch, but I did want to address this update. So I want to know what you guys think. Obviously, we're not happy with the AI. No one should be happy with the AI with this update. It's just another step towards getting the AI right. So make sure you go to the Discord, provide your feedback, and also on online play. Like I said, I'm not online. I'm not playing online. I want to wait until they have all these tools available to us. So I know a lot of people are playing online. They are providing that feedback. I have been online, don't get me wrong. Whenever there's new fighters or things like that, I do jump online. but normally I'm not playing online. But that's all I have for this one, y'all. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, talk to me. Appreciate the love. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.